guys, what's up? It's Dan here. It's Dan here. Thank you. Welcome to another Dan Q review. Today we are talking about the game Syndicate. Kind of a new game that no one really knew about. Well, they came out of the woodwork, but to be honest, this game really captivated my interest for a number of reasons. But before we get into that, we will talk about the brief summary. Syndicate is available on Xbox 360 as well as PS3. I don't know if it's available for PC. I might have heard something. I'll have to check. But it's developed. Oh, sorry. It's a first-person shooter game developed by Starbreeze Studios and published by Electronic Arts or EA. Okay, so Syndicate. What can we say about it? Well, the first thing I want to point out about this game that I love the most was the graphical design. I'm a huge fan of the futuristic look, and Syndicate got the I'm going to put this together. Amazing graphics and environments. Very unique environments. My favorite style. That's why I love Mass Effect so much. It's a futuristic setting, you know what I mean? Just like Syndicate. That's one of my favorite aspects of Syndicate. Each level you go through, it's something unique every time, you know. I mean, it's still got that technological feel because you're based in 2000 what? I don't even recall. Doesn't even say it. That's funny. I can't remember what year it's based in. Regardless, it's in the future. Maybe 2069. That's what I thought. I was mixing it up with Binary Domain. Anyway, 2069 this game is based in, so it's kind of futuristic yet it's kind of modern at the same time. So that's something I really liked. How do I feel about the controls? Well, the controls are rather, you know, basic first-person shooter. They are helpful. You will get used to them, and they're not too tough to get into, which is something I enjoyed. However, when you're first playing, say you're using an assault rifle, you'll notice there's a hell of a lot of recoil on these weapons. Like, it's ridiculous. It's like your character's having a seizure half the time. So when you first start playing it, you're gonna have to really get used to the controls of this game because of that. I mean, I've never seen a game with more recoil before. Like, it's ridiculous. You're like flying all over the screen pretty much. You can then purchase a perk to reduce the recoil and greatly increase your accuracy. But even then, you know, that's pretty crazy just for that, you know. So on the bad side, it is kind of ridiculous with the recoil. You know, the controls could be used to work in that aspect, but what are you gonna do? Now, let's talk about the single-player mode, which is the campaign. Okay, first off, the campaign, like, aside from gameplay, this has nothing to do with gameplay, this campaign and what I'm talking about. The story mode is confusing. Honestly, I got it. I got the idea of it. But as you go on, so many different things happen between different people, and you're just like, huh? You know what I mean? Like, I got the story. The story made sense in ways, but at the same time, there's so much other crap, like new organizations coming into play, this, that, and the other thing. And you're like, when did that happen? Why did this happen? Blah, blah, blah. There's so many unanswered questions. So there's a confusing storyline in it. Also, the game is not very long at all. I think I beat it in 5 hours. No, what was it? 5 hours, 45 minutes? 20 parts. So yeah, 5 hours long is what I beat it in, and it could have been less if I didn't die as many times. I died a few times on boss fights. I died a couple times randomly. If I didn't die, I probably could have done it in like 4 hours, 4.5 hours, 4 hours, 45 minutes, that sort of thing, somewhere in there. 4.5 to 5 hours is what I'm going to say this single-player campaign is. So therefore, the campaign is way too short, especially for modern standards. The average game to me should be around 8 hours long. That's usually what the case is. Certain games take it further and go 10, 12 hours, and that's when you get a nice long campaign. But at an 8-hour campaign, it's just not, or sorry, not 8 hour, 4.5, 5 hour campaign, well, it just doesn't cut it. Now, let's go to the side where this game was meant to shine. Yes, they knew there was a single player and they had to work on it, but they also wanted to focus on the co-op mode. It is a 4-player co-op type thing where you get inserted into different missions. Can't remember how many there are. I think there's 9 of them. I'm pretty sure there was 9. And it is obviously more entertaining with 4 people. However, I only managed to get one recon. He joined me for some co-op. Co-op mode, you can tell, is the better mode of this game. I'll give you that. The co-op has the potential to be great. If you have a 4-player room, especially, you have a great connection, you know, everyone just sits down enjoying it, you'll have fun with this game. That's what I'm saying. As a good side, the co-op will be awesome if you can get it to work. That's a big thing, if you get it to work. There's a huge bug. I don't know if it's just Xbox 360 version or if it's PS3 as well. I don't know if this is both or whatever. But this game has a ton of co-op bugs. Not a ton, but freezing. Your game will freeze on both ends. A disconnection of a person means a console freeze. I'm not even kidding. Recon disconnected, my console froze, so did his. I disconnected, like we tried switching hosts, Recon was host, I disconnected, his froze, mine froze I think a couple times. I think it froze a total of 4 times for us, and I only made it through the first, I want to say 4 missions we managed to do. I think on the 3rd mission, we were at the end, we were on the last guy, and I shot him and I blew him up, and what you had to do was hack his systems to make him overload. And I was literally 50% through, my console froze, and we lost all that progress on that mission. I was really upset about that. So at the moment, as far as I know from this standpoint, this game isn't playable online for that matter. I mean, you might get lucky and finish it, but as the levels get longer, the greater chance you're going to get a console freeze. So if they fix it, I'll bet you the co-op would be a lot of fun and they would improve this rating. However, I couldn't even finish the co-op playthrough. I've left it open, I've only done 5 parts, and I haven't said it's the last part, because I want to try and finish it if there's time sometime in the future. Maybe do it, just give you guys some more footage on Syndicate, because it was fun what I played. But so many console freezes, we can't even do anything. You're just wasting your time going through levels, because I went through the same level like 4 times. Well, no, it was like 3 times, but regardless, there's, you know, a lot of that. So, here's what I'm going to rate this game. Okay, first let's recap. You got a really awesome look and graphical design to it. That's one of my favorites. You've got a really, what am I trying to say? What are the good things here? You have a pretty comfortable control scheme. When you get used to them, that means like you can really, it's not too tough to get into. You got a good potential in the co-op, a really good potential co-op. Because you have the ability to replay it over and over by getting every ability you can and upgrading your weapons to the max. Because they encourage you to maximize your co-op character. And as well, oh, I want to add this in. The soundtrack is kick-ass. That's actually one of the reasons I got caught. There's Skrillex, there's Nero, there's tons of dubstep artists, and if you love dubstep, you're going to love this because there's a lot of it in the game. So it's a really good soundtrack and it suits it very well. And on the negative side, you have things like campaign's way too short. The campaign didn't really make sense. The co-op freezes up the ass, and the co-op is pretty much unplayable at this point until they create something to fix it. And well, other than that, you know, it's kind of tough to really give it a good. You can't give it a bad rating. Tell you what, this is what we're gonna rate Syndicate. I don't want to do this, because I think Syndicate has the potential to be a good game. If the campaign was a few hours longer, it'd be great. If the co-op worked, it'd be great. It'd probably be worth maybe a 7.75, 8, somewhere in there, but it just isn't. And I'm going to rate Syndicate because of these reasons, because of the tough controls, you know, the wonky, you know, how the recoil is ridiculous on some of the weapons. Short campaign, co-op mode doesn't work that well. I'm going to give Syndicate a 6 out of 10. That's above average. I think average is about a 5. Maybe 5 to 6 is average for a game nowadays, I guess. So it is kind of average. But keep in mind, if they put patches, this game's rating would get upgraded in terms of co-op. If you like co-op, this game would be good if it works. So I'm giving Syndicate a 6 out of 10. That's my rating. That's what I feel it deserves. Anything lower, I think, would be an insult, because it does do well at what it tries to do. You know, it is an entertaining game, but it just doesn't have enough content and enough stability to really secure that a higher rating. So 6 out of 10 for Syndicate. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Hope it was helpful for you to make a decision, of course. Like, comment, and subscribe always helps. Favorite if you like. So thanks, everybody. Take it easy. Have a good one. And if you want, maybe a rental for Syndicate. Other than that, give it a pass. So thanks, everybody, and I'll see you guys in the next one.